All right, you minimalist, or those that just love to go on a budget. Behind me is going to be everything that you need, but nothing you don't. It's a 2026 Aliner Ranger 12 that's going to pack a great camping weekend for you. I'm Mikey B with Beckley's RVs. Let's get into it. So I know what's crossing your mind right now. You're probably already thinking, Mikey B, I've got HOA to deal with. I can't get a camper. Yes, you can if you got a garage. This thing is 15 foot total length, but what we like to say the box size or that livable space is 12 foot. And the height is going to be a breeze getting it through the garage door. It's only, 5 foot 4 inches. So right about here to me. So if you can get it in the garage under those specs, you don't have to worry about the HOA knocking on your door. Total weight is about 1,600 pounds. You're gonna add anywhere from 400 to 600 pounds of cargo in that. So do the math. If your tow vehicle can tow at least say 2,500 pounds, you are good to go. All right, so let's get into some of these features again of this Aliner Ranger 12 on the outside. On the door side, as we call it, we're gonna have 2 lockable compartment doors that you'll be able to keep those critical camping gear items like leveling blocks, water hose, electric hose, things that you always need with the camper that you don't have to worry about taking up some valuable garage space. As you can see, we're gonna have an air conditioner on the door side as well. Yep. You can get into those hot summer sticky months. As long as you've got electric to plug in at the campsite or wherever you're going, you can roll that AC really nice. Next to the air conditioner is a rail track system that with a propane line underneath. You got an exterior grill. It's a great way to just save some space and hook it to the camper and cook up some bacon and eggs in the morning. As we talk about or call the off-door side or that utility side, driver side, whatever you want to call it, you're gonna have those utility hookups. You're gonna have a freshwater fill that you're gonna be able to take some potable water with you in case that campground doesn't have a water hookup. But if you call ahead and ask the right questions, if you got city connection as we call it, or a hookup at the campground, you'll also have a direct water line hookup, so that way you don't have to worry about running out of water. We also have a water heater, which is great. So we're gonna upgrade your water system here to have cold and hot water, especially if you gotta sanitize, get some of them dirty dishes cleaned up really well. And the beauty of that I have always enjoyed with my campers, with a feature that comes with this camper, is an outside shower. So those big pots and pans, cleaning up your feet, etc. You wanna do hot, cold water, whatever, outside, you can do a lot of the cleanup without having to drag it inside. All right, inside the Ranger 12, let's check out all this floor plan and all the features. Make sure it has everything that you need, and I think you'll confidently say yes. Right inside the door, we're gonna have a nice compartment storage area. On the interior side of it, there's 2 storage doors or cabinet doors that you can open up. And I love the little trays at the bottom that you can use. I know I had a camper once upon a time. It was such a convenient to be able to take that tray inside, load all my camping food, gear, things like that, and just be able to bring it back in and slide it in. On the top side, we do have some counter space, obviously, that you guys can see, but as you're gonna notice on the back side, there is an air conditioner. That's your air conditioner unit. So please, 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 obviously make sure that area stays clear for airflow if you're using it. On to the right side of that is going to be a really nice little charging station, if you will. We do have electric and 2 versions of 12 volt. So first off, the electric, obviously, if you don't have electric coming into the camper, that outlet is not usable. But worst case, you're out boondocking in the middle of the field or middle of the woods somewhere, we've got 12 volt from the battery coming into this USB and circular, the old cigarette style charge port. All right, you guys can see I'm sitting on the sofa. This is a sofa bed, as they call it. So we have a really nice sofa that we can sit a lot of people, 3 people, maybe heck, my dog's probably gonna be up here, especially towards the evening as we kind of settle down. Behind me is a really wide window. It's not an opening window, but it does allow a lot of light flow to come in despite the little bit of tint that you can see with us. If we need privacy at night, or maybe it's just too much Mother Nature's sun coming through, we have a shade that we can close down for that. All right, let me show you how quick and easy setting up this sofa bed can be. So as you saw earlier, we have an air conditioner, but hey, if you're like me, I do most of my camping not in the midsummer months, which means in that early spring, late fall, the evenings could be a little colder, right? So on this unit, we also have the furnace. It is a 12-volt furnace powered by, giving you heat powered by the propane. So you'll definitely, before fall hits, make sure you check the propane tank. But we're gonna have right next to the sink here, we're gonna have the controls for the furnace. So you set your temperature, and man, this thing will heat you out. So you'll probably backing it down here at some point. On the front side of this cabinet or kitchenette area is of course the furnace exhaust. So obviously, just like the air conditioner, you want to keep that area kind of free and clear. But on the cabinet or the countertop side, we do have our sink. As I mentioned, on the outside, we have a water heater, so we'll have controls to do hot or cold or a good blend. We do have a 2-burner propane stovetop here, so if it's raining and you can't be outside cooking, or you just need to do a little bit of boiling or whatever you need, here you go, you have a great resource. Underneath that, some of those perishable items that you need to keep cold, we've got a 1.6 cubic foot 12-volt refrigerator. I like to call them a dorm-size refrigerator. You're not gonna put a full week's worth of food in there, but enough to keep some of those items cold. Above the refrigerator is going to be some of your controls. As I mentioned earlier, on the outside, we do have a potable tank. We need to pressurize that water to be able to get it out. So here's your switch for your water pump and of course your water heater. As we move past that kitchen area, we have the front side of the camper, which is a nice 4-person dinette table. Play some cards, have some guests over for happy hour, or you can just remove the table altogether. It has fold-up legs, and you can make a cool little 2 love seat kind of opposing seating area if you want to make a talking or talking area, or just a relaxation, stretch your feet out. I love the fact that the table legs fold up, because I'm going to have it outside, using it, since I'm outside most of the day, as maybe some more prep area. But the awesome thing about this dinette, we can drop the table down and make it a secondary sleeping space. Let me show you how quick and easy that's done. All right, to wrap up this floor plan, some of those last couple of features, as I mentioned, we have 2 big opposing windows on the opposite side, but they don't open up. So if you're like me, I like some fresh air, don't worry. On the door side and the off door side, we have big windows, allow some of that extra natural light. We have curtains, but most important, we have open windows that we can allow some of that airflow to come through. Now, if it's raining, you can't keep the windows open. No fear, no worry. On the roof side, we have a high velocity fan that we can really pull some air through, and just to get maybe that dampness or some of that humidity out. It is 12 volt, so regardless of where you're camping, you'll be able to kick that on. So what do you think after seeing this beautiful camper? Everything you need, but nothing that you don't? I'm gonna say yeah. Again, behind me is a 2026 Aliner Ranger 12. It's got everything that's going to make an awesome weekend camping wherever you go. Comment below, love to hear some answers if you have any questions. Give us a thumbs up if you like the camper, and make sure you follow us in all our awesome videos. Smash that subscribe button. I'm Mikey B with Beckley's RVs. We'll see you out at the campsites.